So like anybody on allotments, we try and make as much things as we can homemade. One, to save money, and two, because why pay out when you've got free things on your allotment growing to make your own fertilisers. So if anybody has this stuff on their allotment, bindweed, you will know it's an absolute nightmare. Now I have plenty at the back and plenty growing from my neighbours across. So instead of fighting it, I'm now using it as a fertiliser. Let me show you how. So when you pick yourself a good bunch of bindweed, what you need to do next is just fill a little bucket half full, and then you're just going to get your bindweed and in it goes, and we're just going to sink it in, and we're going to drown it, and then in 2 to 3 weeks time, that nice clear water that you see there now will turn into a brown sludgy like colour, and that will be your fertiliser and feed. We'll come back and I'll show you that. But all you need to do for the first step is a small bucket, half full, bindweed in, and then just pop yourself a brick over the top. So like I said, we're going to put a slab on top, but find a nice place where it's not going to get knocked over and it can sit and settle. One more press down and then just cover it. I can't find the slab, so I'm going to put another bucket over the top, and then I'll put a little brick in top of that so it doesn't move, and then in 2 weeks time we'll come back and we should have some supercharged fertiliser. Now you may be asking, what do you do with the bindweed roots when your fertiliser's done? We're not going to put them in the compost bin because they will regrow and make a mess of your compost. So once they are done and we've got our feed, we'll take the roots away and we will bag them and bin them, or bag them in a small bag and chuck them to one side, and then in about 6 to 8 months they should be ready to use, because they'll have broken down and they'll be able to be used in your compost. Or you can dry them out on a slab somewhere in the sun, and then after about 4 weeks normally, then they'll be ready to chuck into your compost bin. So there's 3 ways of getting rid of your roots there. So another helpful tip from Happy Acres. As always, plant smells, grow goodness. See you soon.